Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's been a really long time since I've actually uploaded anything, and, that's not what I intended to happen. I have been a lot busier than I thought I was going to be at the start of this summer, and it's just impeded what I wanted to do. So technically, yes, this is an apology video. Because even though I never promised a schedule, I didn't think that I'd have this much of a gap. And this is not what I intended at all. And I am upset about it. But it's no one's fault. I've just been busy. I recently just got a job, which, is good. Now I have some money. I can improve facets of the channel if I have the funds available besides other stuff I want to do with money to make videos better for you guys who do come and view my oh-so-humble videos that probably aren't that good in the grand scheme of things, but I like them, and that's what's important, and that's what I stated in what will soon be the old channel intro, because I am going to make a new one, and just leave that one up anyway to show the bumble starts of this channel. And yes, I say bumble, because they are both humble and bumbling. But besides that, what did I want to say? Basically, yeah, that's it. I'm just so sorry, because I know I don't have a huge audience, but I have people that have viewed my videos. And even if it's small, I want to cater to even if it's a handful of people. Even if it's just my close friends who watch my videos. Because I don't want to just do this for me. I do want my videos to be seen, heard, laughed at, joked with. But I feel like somewhere in being on almost a hiatus, because to me a few weeks of not putting up anything is just almost criminal. Because for these reasons, I feel bad, but it's really hard to find the time, because even though I don't do a whole lot of editing with my videos so far, I still need the time to record them. And that can be hard, because now everybody in my household is home for the summer. So, at a moment's notice, at the drop of a hat, if I was in the middle of recording something and everybody's home, I could be called down to do anything. Because I'm on the upstairs. I could be called down to help with this, carry this in, take this upstairs, take that downstairs, because I'm also the most able-bodied person in my house. So a lot of that stuff falls on me. And unfortunately, even if I did go downstairs and say, hey, look, I'm about to do recording, please, please, please don't call me or bother me for an hour or so, because if you do and that gets picked up in the audio, it's gonna ruin things, because I don't speak in sentences, I speak in paragraphs, which you guys I'm sure have already noticed. I draw out my thoughts, but that's just how I speak. That's just how I process the information in my head to be what comes out of my mouth to you guys. And if I was to be interrupted, I would have to then pick up where I left off, and that can be very hard for me. I might lose my thought entirely. And you would see a cut where I'm talking about something, and all of a sudden, it's like it just fell off the face of the earth. And that would be because I got interrupted and I totally forgot what I was doing. And I don't want that to happen, because that will, in my eyes, would seriously hurt the quality of a video. So I do like to be making these videos when I'm totally alone in the house, and those moments are few and far and in between. And I don't have all the time in the world, because I am quite busy, even if it is just hanging out with friends, which you have to do in order to keep, your social aspects of your life out. Now I have a job that I'm doing, so I'm working this summer, and I'm making money. I have a program that I'm in to further the career I want to go into, which eventually I may talk about. I don't think I've ever talked about it before, and I don't feel like unloading my life on all of you, but, I feel bad. Because this is something I walked into that I really wanted to do, that I thought would be fun, and I'm not having that time to do that, and it's hard. Especially since I've been waking up so late. I've been waking up at like 2, 3, sometimes even 5, because I'm going to bed at absurd hours. Because, I'm having this almost kind of life problem. And I guess for those of you who watch my videos enough to care, it's because I'm 20 now. The summer, I have responsibilities. Even though I do have a lot of free time still, I've held on dearly to that part of my life where the summer is my time to express my life to the fullest. And during the school year and the college semesters, that's when I have less of that time. But even then, I try and hold on to some of that so that my life doesn't become dull and monotonous. Because, in a way, it's not that I fear my life becoming dull and monotonous. I just don't want it to become that. Because life is an experience. And you get one life, and all this other philosophical bullcrap, which I'm sure people, either agree with, don't agree with, or just don't care about. But, it's not even that, it's just, I'm not a kid anymore. I can't wake up at 5 and have nothing to do. Because if I want to be productive, if I want to get a lot of things I want to get done, I have to fit them into one day, because I may not get 3 days to lay out my stuff. So, I've got to balance all the different games I play. I got to balance now my work schedule. Eventually I'm going to have to balance my school schedule. I got to balance my schedule for reading up on this program I'm in so I can take my tests, get those done, and get good grades so I can pass that and go and get a better job, because that's what that's going to lead to. And that's very important for me right now. Like, that's very, very tip-top important. All else starts to fall away in comparison to that. So, honestly, the videos have taken a huge backseat, and I'm very upset about that, because I feel like the few people who may have enjoyed me so far and those to come, I'm failing them, because I'm not doing what I set out to originally. So I'm making this for anybody who's still, for the few people who are subscribed to me right now, and anybody who hasn't subscribed but is frequenting the channel that I wouldn't know about, that's looking for these different things, for new videos, I mean to say. I'm making this to tell them I'm still here. I'm still going to now start, I'm going to now start to find time, grab it by the collar and drag it here for these videos, because this is something I really, really, really want to do. And if I still have time, because as of right now, it's 1:42. I'm not getting picked up for work until 4:30, because I personally don't drive right now. I need to get my driver's license. That's another thing I have to do over the summer. So this summer's busy, and that's good, but it's busy to the point where almost I can't complete everything on my list. And this is like the first time I've ever had that, because normally I'm a person that doesn't do a lot. And that's not to say I'm lazy. I'm just simple. I could be happy spending a day playing a game, but now I want to do all these other things. Because, I'm getting older, and it's not just because, video games don't entertain me anymore. It's, in a sad way, I'm realizing that now is the time for me to play video games, but that time's gonna slip away eventually, because I'm not that great at video games to begin with, and eventually, your motor skills start to fail as you get older. There's no biotechnical things to fix that, so video games will not be there for me forever. I have to find different things to try and do. But the videos are still going to be on video games. I'm still going to do that. That's what the videos are going to be about, and maybe in the future I'll do some other cool things if I get a portable camera. I think I have one around. I know I own a camcorder. I just don't know where it is. Or even if it has a battery pack that's even still in there, or if I lost that. But, I could do things, because one of the things I want to do was metalworking, but I don't have any money right now to set up a forge and start blacksmithing swords, so I can't show you guys that because I don't have the means to do it. And personally, one of my big hobbies is making tea. I'm probably really making myself look bad here, but that's something I find interesting and cool. I could even do a video of that if I really wanted to throw it out there, but, for right now, it is going to be video games. So, for those of you who are attracted to my channel because of what I've been doing with Empire at War, that's still on the plate. That is still. Those are going to be the next videos I bang out, besides the new channel intro, which I also will be doing, which isn't so much for you guys, but it's a better, more thought out intro to this channel than being mashed with the introduction to what will become the Empire at War series. What basically is already, because I have 5 episodes of that alone out. But also, the more I thought about it, the more I didn't like my channel intro having the title screen to a video game in it that I wasn't going to play right then, or even playing a video game right then, because I feel like a channel intro, an actual channel intro, should be almost a one-to-one thing. It's me telling you what I'm going to do, and that's what it should be, to me. I know other people have their other opinions, but I am going to do a new channel intro for the new people that come, and you guys are free to check it out. I mean, I'm not aiming it towards you, of course, because you're already here, and if you have subscribed, you're here for what you've already seen. But, you know, it's almost a show that I'm still dedicated to this. Not fully, maybe not fully, but my heart still wants to do this. My heart still yearns to do this. And again, I don't expect to become famous or anything from this, but, you know, it's a fun thing that makes me happy. And that's the most important thing in life. Above all else is if you're happy. And that's what I'm trying to do right now. I guess it's me trying to, not that my life is bad, but just trying to find that thing as you get older, what makes you happy. And making your life everything you want it to. And I guess this is one of the ways that I'm trying to do that. And I'm going to make sure, from now on, that either I will make more of these videos. I will make as many of this type of video as I have to. If I can't make actual videos. To prove that I have not disappeared. I am swearing to you guys, I am not going to disappear. And if I ever was to disappear, I wouldn't disappear without a message. I would tell everybody that I was disappearing and that the channel was, you know, not going to get new content. I would do that if I have to, because I'm not going to leave you guys expecting another video when it's never going to come. That's not fair, because YouTube, people come to see content. If it's not there, they're left hanging. And that's not, it's unfair to you guys. So, this is going to be something I'm going to implement, and I know I don't have a webcam yet. It's kind of hard because I can't even imagine where I'd put a webcam. Because, as I think I've previously stated before, my monitor is my, I don't know, not really. Measurements throw me off when I'm doing them with my, I guess maybe it's a 50-inch? But it's a flat screen. I couldn't even imagine. I'm standing up right now if the audio is getting a little funky. I can't even imagine where I'd put a webcam, where it would clip on because of the, you know, it's a flat screen, but it's an older flat screen. So it's got some depth, but there's no definitive, like, good place to clip a cam on. But besides that, points I wanted to make, it's not all going to be Empire at War. As I've stated before. In fact, I do have a project in the works, but the reason why I haven't even been able to start on that project, and it is a secret project, is because it's going to take a lot of editing. A lot. And it's probably going to be the first instance of you guys seeing me royally pissed. Because I'm going to subject myself, for not the sake of views or fans or an audience, but for the sake of 2 of my closest friends, I'm going to subject myself to hell. Living hell in a video game. All for the sake of making them laugh, because it's gonna be funny. I'm gonna be screaming my freaking head off. Oh my god, I'm gonna get so pissed. I don't know why I do this. But to the 2 people that know I'm talking about them, you guys better thank me for this, or I will be pissed. More so than in the video, I will be super pissed at you. But yeah, this is gonna be for them, and it's, I'm gonna have so much video to go over, I'm going to have to cut it. And this is something exciting for me, because it's gonna be my real challenge to, think to edit something. And I think it was episode 5, I believe, if of the base game introduction to what will be the Forces of Corruption series. In that, if you guys have watched it, there's a I'm sorry, I'm getting Steam messaged right now. So I don't know if that's actually showing up. I don't think it is, because this preview is actually the preview I'm getting from OBS, which is what I use to record my videos, that's actually black right now, because I'm going to overlay a still image on this, because as I said, I didn't want the title screen to be the entire video that you guys are watching, because that's, it's not good. So, because of that, what was I even saying? Oh, yes, that it's going to be a real test of my editing skills. In episode 5, you saw I did a cutout. I did a cutout because it was really just, I was saying nothing at all. Even worse than what you guys saw in episode 5. I was dumbfounded, I was thrown for a loop. I was saying nothing because of what happened. So, I tried my editing, what baby little editing skills I had, and I did a fade out, and oh my god, when I did that, I was just like, I was ecstatic because it was a small milestone, but it was big in perspective to what I'd done. Because before that, I didn't do any editing. I was just rendering out videos with Sunny Vegas. And by doing that small little fade, I had started to do actual editing. And I was gonna do other stuff, but I actually didn't. I decided against it because I couldn't really figure it out, and the video didn't need it. So that was a small test of editing, but that's nothing big. But it was big to me. So this project is supposed to have a lot of editing in it, and it's the reason. Back to the reason why it's not even here yet is because I'm gonna need maybe 3 hours or so worth of footage to fill it with everything I need to make it a nice length video. And then, on top of that, I can't just go to sleep while rendering it out. I actually have to edit this video to cut out all the little micro sequences that have no content in them, because by doing this project, I know there will be a lot of sequences when nothing interesting is happening. So, it will be a lot of cuts, and I will try and make them as seamless as possible. And also, I tend to make fun of myself a lot through editing. So, I'm imagining flashy colors and all this other stuff. And all this stuff I'm gonna get help with. And it's gonna be really cool. And that's gonna be like the first thing I do besides Empire at War. But I am planning on covering other games. I've organized my game shelf, and I've dedicated one shelf to a bunch of games I plan on making videos of. And they're older games too, except for one of them. And one of them is new. One of them's really new. The only one that's really new is Overwatch. There you go. Spoiler alert. I may do Overwatch. I may. It's a these are possibles, not definite. But see, I don't. Like I said in the original channel intro, and I'm going to leave more of that stuff for the actual channel intro, describing the channel in full, dedicated solely to the channel intro. It's going to be like reviews of games. And I have some skill with Overwatch, but nowhere near enough that I think I have any authority to be saying how one should play a character. And Overwatch is not that game. It's not the kind of game where you can take a character and play them against what they're actually meant to do and actually do well with them. You can't just run into the middle of a shit show with Genji and walk out of there alive just because you had your ult. You will die in an instant if you take on the team head on. Or you gotta go behind because he's a ninja. But you get what I'm saying. You can't successfully really running straight for the enemy as Widowmaker with your SMG going guns blazing. It doesn't work. She's a sniper with a sniper rifle for a reason. It's you can't. I mean, I say all these things, and I know a person who successfully pulls off attack heart, and I don't even want to think about it because it makes my head hurt. But he has a shield for a reason. But I guess if you get 30 kills with Reinhardt and you didn't. Almost never shielded. Can anybody really complain if you win? You can complain if you lose, but not if you win. But anyway, that's all I really wanted to say with this video. So yes, I'm sorry for being away for so long. I'm sorry for not being here. I can already tell some people are probably excited for the Forces of Corruption series because I do have some subscribers and they have gotten views. So, you know, again, I'm sorry guys. I'm gonna be better with it. I still know the plan. There's gonna be the land battle with the Zon Consortium and the space battle with the Zon Consortium. And after I do those, I will, if I don't get interrupted again and can't do a video, I'll leave it 2 weeks before I either start the series or do a land control battle. Because in episode 5, we found out land control works and I'm an idiot. So, if you guys want to see that, please, I'm going to go back through the videos and make sure I added the email. And if not, I'm going to edit the videos to make put the channel's email in there, in the description, if I haven't done it already. Because I thought about it and I don't know if I actually did that. And I think I said I was going to, and I never did. Because I edited all those videos when I was really tired. And it was like 2 o'clock in the morning every time I would edit them right before I went to bed. Again, horrible sleep schedule. But, if there is want for an episode 8 for a land control, I'll do it. If I don't hear anything from anybody, I think I may do it anyway. But there's a high possibility I'm going to skip it. Because it's just a different mode. Everything's practically the same as the land battle, and it'd be a kind of a waste of time. So, I'm probably going to skip it for those reasons, unless in those 2 weeks between episode 7 and the next Empire at War video I make, if I hear from people, any amount of people at all, because my group is so small, I can appease the one over the many. So now's the time. If you really want to see a land control battle, yay. Go to email me on the channel email, because I check that before I make any video. I check YouTube and then I check the channel email for anything new. Or make comments down below. You know, do that, and so I know, I will gladly make a land control battle for the Zon Consortium. I will. If nobody wants it, I'm not going to do it then. Because I don't really like land control in the first place. Even if it works. And I feel it could be a waste of time. So for those reasons, if I hear nothing, I'll just move on to the main series and start up with that. But I have the new channel intro I'm going to make. As I just said, I'm going to finish the coverages. Basically, it's still base game because I'd be now introducing the new faction with Forces of Corruption. I still plan on going through the Galactic Conquest series of Forces of Corruption, and there is a secret project for everybody that is on the to-do list to be in the works. Beyond that, I don't know what I would move on to next, because while that series is going, I don't want to start up another game series, and I have other games that I want to make series of. I planned ahead for this, but I don't know what smaller things I'd like to cover while doing a major series. And I know I gotta cover other things, because it can't all be Star Wars. If it was all Star Wars, you know, everybody's just gonna come and go, because Star Wars has been done to death. And I just love this game so much, that's why I'm doing it. But, you know, I will cover things in depth as I promised originally. I think that wraps this video up. Again, and I cannot say it enough, I am so sorry I haven't been able to put anything up. I am so deeply sorry, because even worse than dropping off the face of the earth when you have a channel, to me, is starting up a channel and then dropping off the face of the earth. Because it's wasted potential. It's wasted potential if you have a successful channel and drop off the face of the earth. But if you just started up and you have, somewhat entertaining things, which I believe I have. I believe I can provide some form of entertainment. Maybe it's not the greatest, but I personally believe that, I should be able to entertain you guys, somebody out there, because I'm such a big goof. So, again, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna try and pull more time for this. As always, I appreciate those of you who do come, take the time, watch my videos. I appreciate it if you enjoy them. If you don't, that's fine. You're entitled to your opinion. But I hope that you all will forgive me for this transgression and be there with me for the next episodes. For the next videos I make that aren't episodes of Empire at War. And because of this, I thank you all dearly. Have a wonderful and beautiful day. Bye-bye.